Downright mean, downright sexy from 1992 to 2015. Let's talk about the Dodge Viper. Mayday, our prices are crashing down. I repeat, our prices are crashing down. This month, our prices are making a crash landing and we are not pulling up. Massive discounts, inventory wide on over 1,000 vehicles. Nobody beats a deal from Peel. Now somebody tell me where this ejector thingy is. If you want to see some great content on some hot cars like these ones, make sure that you subscribe. We give away a $250 gas card every month to one lucky subscriber, and it could be you. So make sure you're subscribed. You want to keep up with these hot cars and you want some cash, all you have to do is subscribe. Since it was first revealed at the 1989 Detroit Auto Show, the Dodge Viper has cemented itself as one of the most legendary supercars, not to mention the fastest production car ever made. While the 1992 Viper is better suited for a kamikaze pilot, the unique design and raw power led to a number of generations, which include the 5th generation featured on this 2015 GT here. Its inception was top secret and exhilarating and met with much acclaim. And while its end in 2017 was disappointing, it's been highly regarded for its value. Today, I'll be reviewing the 1992 1st generation design versus the 2015 5th generation GT that we have on display here. I'll end off the video letting you know why the Viper is going to go down as one of the most legendary supercars and what the future has in store. So let's get to it. When Chrysler was taking a nosedive, Lee Iacocca left Ford and stepped in as a director to take the reins, and with a slew of vehicles like the K-Car and the minivan, Chrysler was back and kicking. The then president, Bob Lutz, was on a high with the success of Chrysler and had his mind circling around an idea. The idea for a sports car no one had ever seen before. One of the most interesting parts about the Viper's history is the fact that it was built in secret by a small group of employees who were working after hours and off the clock. Now, Lee Iacocca enlisted in help from his friend Carroll Shelby, I'm sure you can recognize that name and where the Viper origins came from, to build one of the best kept secrets of all time. This was going to be one of the most monumental reveals at the North American International Auto Show in 1989. In under an hour of its launch on the track and its reveal, hundreds of orders came in for a car that wasn't even in production, and the Viper project was given the green light. The world had never seen a supercar like this before. Following the concept in 1989, by 1992, the 1st generation Viper was introduced and on display. 400 horsepower, 465 foot-pounds of torque, and a massive 8-liter V10 engine that was co-developed by Chrysler-owned Lamborghini. The 90s welcomed the Viper with a 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds. This 92 Viper featured here is one of 4 allocated to Canada and is a piece of history in terms of its 1st generation build and the absolute hysteria surrounding its handmade production in the US. If you were looking for comfort and convenience, this probably wasn't the car for you. It had no windows, no roof, no stability, not even AC, and it didn't even have door handles on the outside. Let's be real though, this monster was made for speed and power and rapidly gained popularity with the public in the way of television and even video game appearances. Essentially encased in nothing but supercar, this highly sought out 1st gen was the start of something extremely special. With a cost of $50,000 USD, there were 196 made in 1992. And while the race car vibe of no roof was pretty cool, they ended up adding a soft top and eventually a coupe top to appeal to a bigger customer platform. Let's fast forward in time to the final generation with this 2015 Viper GT. With the absolute pandemonium that the 1st generation Viper caused, the final installment of the 5th generation gave the Viper its final revisions by Fiat Chrysler in 2012, which gave it a horsepower of 645, crossing speeds of 332 kilometers per hour, peppering in more stability, a lighter chassis, and traction control, which if you remember, the original did not have. Borrowing from the newly connected Ferrari at the time, interior stylings took an upgrade, most notably with a digital in-cluster display. By far, the 5th and final generation of Viper dominated the track, taking home 13 records to back its namesake. This 2015 GT sports the original menacing, slick look the Viper is known for, and has the 8.4-liter V10 under the hood with a standard 6-speed manual. With the 600 foot-pounds of torque and 645 horsepower, Chrysler claims this vehicle delivers the most torque of any normally aspirated sports car engine in the world. While production has ended due to redesigned costs to meet safety standards, pieces like this 2015 Dodge Viper are a sight to see, let alone to drive. To own a first or fifth generation Viper means the value will only continue to increase. Because of its track record and the shift to electric vehicles, the chance of them reintroducing the Viper seems unlikely. The true value of these supercars, though, lies in its roots. An unsuspecting company built an absolute beast that rocked the world. Over time, it only improved and impressed even further, and is a timeless tribute to supercar lovers. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching, and make sure that you drop a comment below. I want to know, which Viper do you like best, the 1992 first generation or the 2015 fifth and final generation? Remember, nobody beats a deal from Deal.